Alright, it's time to go ahead and prep for the FBL today. Alright, it's finally time. Alright, so let's see. Well, this week is week 9, which means no. No. No! Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Xiaomi15 here, coming at you with week 9 of season 2 of the FBL. This time we're going to be taking on coach of the London City Arcanines, and that's Skytrainer Silver. And as you guys know, me and Skytrainer Silver, or Matt, as we like to refer to him as, we have a bit of history, you know what I'm saying? So, I think I have the Mega Horn here. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Here we have week 9 of the FBL. Now this is post-commed. Main reason why is not because I lost the recording last time. It's literally that I didn't really narrate it. I have the video of it, and basically the video of it is just me saying really obvious things, me just calking a lot, me just not being entertaining, which is why I thought that a post-com might be better. Mainly because this whole narration thing is supposed to give you guys an idea of what I was thinking each turn. And in the actual live recording, that didn't really happen at all. I didn't really take time to go through any of that at all. So, without further ado, guys, we're just gonna go ahead and, fortunately, you guys are gonna just go ahead and see the actual replay here. Anyways, I decided to lead Biowing here. I forget why. Oh, I think Scolipede might have been a lead, or potentially, I did lead Biowing here. I didn't go through the sets necessarily, but we did bring Subtoxic this week because this was possibly the only Gliscor set that could potentially beat Rotom. I do have enough speed to outspeed non-invested Rotom, but I don't know if this is non-invested Rotom, so we're not gonna take any chances. You feel me? Nonetheless, I do switch out here into Latias, of course, the dedicated switch. Of course, this Latias is a very nice Latias set. We have Dragon Pulse, Life Orb, Ice Beam, mainly because of the fact that Altaria might come in on rocks and think that he could survive, whereas with Ice Beam, not so much. Of course, we're just Dragon Pulsing this thing. This is apparently a screen set. Of course, my HP is getting a little bit low, and since I do also have Defog on this set, I decided that it's better to do that instead of just straight up doing that. Instead of what? Instead of just straight up going for an I decided that I would Defog or I'd Roost instead of just straight up getting rid of the Stealth Rocks and attacking. Mainly because I don't really want these screens up. These screens, definitely good prep on Sky's part. I'm not really sure what he wants to do with the screens, but Latias just defogging them is amazing. Apparently Sky didn't know that defog gets rid of screens too, which is nice. Now Altaria does come in here on the Dragon Pulse, and now I did have Ice Beam, and while Ice Beam did hit this thing, I didn't know what set it was, so I did not attack it. And because of the screen, like, I didn't prep for screens, you guys feel me? So when I calced with the screens, and I think this is a part of the match too where I really just got so absorbed into the battle that I didn't narrate, because I spent such a long time trying to figure out, wait, what does this light screen mean? Because he did take over 50% from the screens, but I'm not sure if Ice Beam would kill because I did have Ice Beam. So anyways, I'm forced to go into Scizor here. Kind of an obvious switch, but hey, whatever. He does Roost here, and unfortunately, even though I think I was max attack Bullet Punch, it does not quite knock him out, and our Scizor drops to the Fire Blast. But hey, you know what? It's alright, you know, it's alright. Because next up we got Haxorus here. We're just Earthquake. We're not gonna risk anything stupid because we don't know what could happen. He could just straight up attack, because I think he pretty much did that because he was afraid of the Dragon Dance sit, which I am. Nonetheless, we do switch into Snorlax here. We did not bring Pursuit, I don't think, this turn or this week. Anyways, at this point of the match, basically I decided it's my best interest to basically just throw off a Body Slam. Main reason being is because Medicham is still very healthy, and even if I curse it, pretty much wouldn't benefit to me, as Medicham could just pretty much come out and fire off a High Jump Kick. I'm going to Jellicent here trying to dodge the High Jump Kick. He does go for Fake Out though, so he doesn't really take any recoil from that. And back into Rotom he goes, as we catch that with a Will-O-Wisp on the switch, as Will-O-Wisp was just my best play. Of course, going Rotom here was also his best play. Now, Here I kind of misplay. I'm not sure if it's a misplay because of course I predict the Thunder Wave. Of course I wasn't gonna switch into my Glide score. That was definitely a bad play. But I predict him to try and catch my Latias on the switch, which is why I decided to stay in here. Or he could potentially go for Volt Switch, which I find would be the best play here, his best play. Whereas if I go into Latias or Snorlax, that's definitely, you know, Volt Switch would be his best play. But guys, Matt never uses Volt Switch. I don't get it. Like, this is the same stuff that happened in playoffs too. He never uses Volt Switch. I don't understand it, because his Rotom here reveals Thunderbolt, and you know, it's just it's kind of weird to me, honestly. I don't get it. But nonetheless, here I pretty much just I'm able to go into Haxorus here. Haxorus is pretty much here just to set up on a Rotom, as we do have that Lumberry, which means no matter what, Rotom can't do anything to us, as we pretty much Dragon Dance up here and take out Latias on pawn switching. So that's pretty much nice. Now here, guys, this is another thing that take up a lot of my time during this match, and this is the fact that I wanted to Dragon Dance on the Scolipede so bad. Kept predicting the Protect here. I think that was my best possible play, but the reason why I didn't do it is because I then realized that if he has a Sash, then it's actually in his best interest to just attack me here, because he'd be able to outspeed me next turn. So even if he didn't Protect, it was a 50-50, but in the end, it made sense for him not to attack, because say for example he didn't Protect and he attacked me here, then I wouldn't have broken his Sash, and then he could actually beat my Haxorus. So it was a 50-50 here. I ended up getting it wrong and just attacking, over predicting him to predict me to predict. Yeah, try to keep up. Nonetheless here, I realized that wasn't really a bad decision, as I could have just went into Gliscor on the following turn here, as Gliscor does pretty well against this thing, provided it doesn't have Aqua Tail, and he just pretty much goes into Rotom here. I could have subbed, but of course, I mean, a +2 Scolipede was staring me down in the face. I was definitely not just going to ignore that. Nonetheless, here he goes into Latias, as I pretty much just have to fire off a Dragon Pulse here, trying to weaken this Rotom. Nonetheless, he eventually just goes into, what was it, Medicham, as I try to double into Haxorus, which is a good play on his part, as I forget why I went into Haxorus. Oh right, exactly, because since he paralyzed my Latias, if he was actually like max speed, Medicham could have actually swept me from that point, which is why I really actually wanted to come in on Rotom here, even though Rotom looks like it might have died to Rotom. If anything, Rotom was going for Pain Split this turn, which is why I thought that, okay, I could take advantage of that, come in with Haxorus, set up another Dragon Dance, and see if I could force a 50-50 with Scolipede again. Nonetheless here, what I do here is basically just sack my Latias, and the reason why is because I was trying to force Medicham into range of Haxorus with Dragon Claw, because it was actually a roll to knock him out at this point. Of course, I don't get the roll. The roll was in my favor, but I don't get the roll, and he pretty much hangs on, and I lose my Haxorus at this point. So, anyways, going to Gliscor here, and now I'm forced to double into Snorlax because I get the 50-50 wrong predicting Scolipede. But Snorlax, he gets a bunch of health back with his Rotom here. He paralyzes me with Thunder Wave, because why not? You guys know Thunder Wave is the only legal OHKO move in the game here. So I curse here on the switch to Scolipede, and I realize here, because of the fact that oh no, my bad. I pretty much decide, okay, I'm just gonna Body Slam at this point as I get paralyzed, which absolutely sucks, because I could have pretty much been able to win the game from that point. Nonetheless, here I actually end up Body Slamming the Scolipede here again on another Swords Dance. So this man is hella greedy right now, and I end up getting the para. So it's kind of like reverse hacks there. It's kind of hacksy, as I get parried a bunch, he gets parried, but at the end of the day, I decide, okay, I'm gonna just switch into Gliscor here, take a Mega Horn, that does a ton, and pretty much I could just Earthquake here for free, almost knock him out there. He could argue that para would have mattered, not sure, but at the end of the day, I was pretty much able just to pick up a KO on the Scolipede at this point, and then Rotom comes in and Snorlax has that. Now remember what I said about if I could outspeed Rotom if he's not running Speed Investment? Turns out he wasn't running Speed Investment, so this thing could have actually just eaten Rotom from the very get-go. But nonetheless, I guess it's better for me just to play it safe there pretty much. as he does land the hydro pump here, but he's going to die to burn at this point, and that's pretty much the match, guys. Finally get our revenge on silver. Yeah, I don't know if this was better than my commentary before, but hey, I mean, I tried, right? So your boys are Brooklyn Braviaries now. I believe 8 wins, 1 loss, and next week we do take on the Houston Dynamos, which is a match that I've been looking forward to all season. So if you guys are hyped for another match, or the next week, or week 10 of the FBL, please make sure to find yourselves back here next week as we take on the Houston Dynamo. But in the meantime, I guess I'll go ahead and see you guys until then. Yeah, later.